So how's it going, ladies and gents, and welcome back to the channel. Yes, I know it's been a while since I've uploaded new content for this channel, but fret not, the channel is still alive. And yes, I just got busy with work, that's why I couldn't upload new content nowadays. Now that my schedule is a little bit okay, I managed to get the things back on track. So first and foremost, we are gonna tackle the Brave Engine again with, of course, Live Twin. And this might seem to be an unorthodox build, but it works. It really works. I got a lot of wins with this deck actually from Platinum 5 up until Platinum 2, and I'm still grinding on at the moment. And why not just showcase to you guys how good the deck is, for that matter. And you can actually use this one on your matches if you want. So without further ado, let's get into Master Duels and check that deck out.
One eternity later.
So here we are in Master Duel, guys, and this is the deck that I am talking about. So this is, if you are familiar with the Evil Twins archetype or Evil Twins deck, you know that this is more on the link focused deck. Now, with regards to the adventure package included into this, it gives it a little bit more flavor and of course a little bit more protection, with the help of a Wandering Griffin Rider, and of course gives you a lot of choices once you've summoned your Evil Twin monsters to your side of the field. Once your Lila or Kizakiel is negated, then there's no means to actually just summon your Evil Twin monsters to your side of the field or do your combos in particular. So first and foremost, your main deck is composed of your 1 effect dealer, 2 copies of Maxis. So some people would like to prefer having 3 copies of Maxis. If you want, just remove Pot of Desires for that one, but for me, having Pot of Desires and Pot of Prosperity into the mix, first and foremost, Pot of Prosperity allows me to search a specific card from the top of my deck. Pot of Desires allows me to draw 2 cards from my deck, so that's pretty good. If you ever have Maxi, then it's much better also, and if you ever follow through with a lot of cards with your Maxi, even better. So down to your Live Twin monsters, you have 3 copies of Live Twin Kizakiel, 3 copies of Live Twin Lila, 2 copies of Lila Treat, and then of course Kizakiel Frost, 1 copy for that only. Next up, you have 3 copies of Ash Blossoms, 2 copies of Water Enchantress, 1 Kaiju, of course, just in particular, just removing a boss monster on your opponent's side of the field if ever need be. Next up, you have your 1 copy of Wandering Griffin Rider, and also lastly your Evil Twins Kizakiel and Lila. Now this card is pretty important if ever you want to end your game on that turn. Then you can just tribute your Evil Twin Kizakiel and Lila on the field, and then special summon this from the graveyard with, of course, with the help of your Trouble Sunny. And I will talk about Trouble Sunny in a while. Now for your magic and traps, I got a hold of 1 copy of Harpy's Feather Duster, very important, 1 Pot of Desires, 2 copy of Secret Password. Now in some cases, if you are using a pure form of the Evil Twin deck, 3 copies is a must for this deck, but having 2 copies just to search out your Sunny Snitch is very important. But 2 copies is still okay, still viable, because you have your pots and your 2 copies of Maxi. And on top of that, of course, the Evil Twin monsters, which specifically is Kizakiel, can allow you to draw cards from the top of your deck. So that is that. And yes, Pot of Desires and Pot of Prosperity. Then we have 2 copies of your Rite of Armaseer, 1 Draco back, and then like I said, 3 copies of Sunny Snitch, 1 Fateful Adventure, 2 copies of Call by the Grave, 1 Crossout Designator, 1 Live Twin Home, and this is one of the most important cards in your arsenal because you can spell summon a Live Twin monster directly from the deck to your side of the field. If ever you can do that, and then you have Rite of Armaseer, you can have a lot of cards on your side of the field that can be your protection, and of course not just Trouble Sunny on the field. Then for your traps, you have 3 copies of Infinite Impermanence, and then lastly your 1 copy of Evil Twin Challenge. Now that is your main deck, guys. For your extra deck, we have your Sky Cavalier or Sky Cavalry, and then your Downward Magician. Oh yeah, Sky Cavalry is a level 2 XZ monsters, and the Live Twins are all level 2 monsters, so perfect. Then you can move up to Downward Magician, and then Downward Magician you can go towards your Arsenal Zeus. Now for your links, you just have your link spider just for linking off your normal summon monster. Then 3 copies of Evil Twin Kill and 2 copies of Evil Twin Lila. Next up, you have 1 copy of Nightmare Unicorn and then 1 copy of Unchained Abomination. Now Unchained Abomination and Nightmare Unicorn are one, and even Access Code Talker is one of those situational cards that you can use for the deck. And the new card that is added into the arsenal for the Evil Twins is of course the Evil Twins Treble Sunny, and Treble Sunny needs to be 3 copies at best, because this card needs to be summoned most often of times during and on your opponent's turn. So yeah, you need to keep on summoning this card, and this card you can also be used to send the Evil Twins Kill and Lila from your deck to the graveyard, or even one of the Evil Twins monster that's on the field, and then just sending 1 card from the field to the graveyard, mostly your opponent's cards for that matter. So that is the main deck and the extra deck, guys. Let's move towards the replays, and it's just some games that people are just surrendering to this deck. So enjoy. So here we are, guys, on the replays, and this is our starter. So we have 5 replays for you guys today. So start off, we have here Lila Treat, 1 Ash Blossom, 1 Water Enchantress, 1 Live Twin Home, and of course Rite of Vermisier. So let's start out the game. We won the coin toss, so that's pretty good. Live Twin Home is activated, sending our Water Enchantress to the graveyard. He didn't chain with Maxi. Luckily we have Ash Blossom though, so that's pretty good. And then we summon our Frost here, if I'm not mistaken. There we go, Frost, and then Spell Summon our Lila Tree to the field. So basically we are on top of things. We don't have any normal monsters that activates its effect. So Kizical is on the field. We then Spell Summon a Lila from the graveyard, and then we move towards linking Lila from the extra deck. So Lila will summon another Kizical, and that is basically it. You draw 1 card. Since there is a Lila on the field, you draw in 2 Kizical. That's pretty good. Normal summon Kizical, activate Rite of Vermisier. We summon an Adventure token and added or activated Fateful Adventure. We move towards linking into Trouble Sunny, and then activate the effect of Fateful Adventure to equip our very own token with the Draco back. We banish our Water Enchantress and get our copy of Rite of Vermisier just to basically thin our board. Thin our deck. So our opponent is actually using Dogmatika, and with a slight pinch of DPE, I think he bricked with Celestial. So you normal summon Celestial and try to spell summon Ecclesia. So at this point on my mindset says he's gonna search and spell summon either Maximus or Glory Delis, which is really annoying for the deck. So what I did is just tribute our Trouble Sunny and then pop his Ecclesia. There we go. And also we can draw a card from Kizical. So I chain block my Lila so it won't get negated. We drew into Live Twins. He then uses Triple Tactics to control my token, uses Draco back, send back to my extra deck my Lila, and then he knew that he has nothing else to do. Well, yeah, that's it. And then we won that game. So second game, or second replay, we have here Lila, 1 Harpy's Feather Duster, 1 Called by the Grave, 1 Crossout Designator, and 1 Live Twin Home. Always Live Twin Home. So to start off, we go with Live Twin Home, sending our Crossout Designator to the graveyard, spell summoning our Frost, and then normal summoning our Lila from our hand. We move towards Kizical, and then Kizical will spell summon a Lila from the graveyard. Well, we got Heralds of that as our opponent. So he uses orange. We then have Called by the Grave, so we banish his orange from the graveyard, and then we move towards summoning our combo, or doing our combo. So Lila to the field, special summoning Evil Twin Lila to the field, and then, you know, Lila to Kizical. Then Kizical, we move towards Trouble Sunny. Good thing we drew into Ash Blossom, that's pretty good. Since we are going up against Herald, which is always adding cards from the deck to the hand. So that is that. Now you might think this is not the best of boards or not the best of end boards for the Evil Twins, but this is actually your boss monster, and it's pretty good when you just have this one on the field. Quick effect also lets you spell summon the Kill and Lila from the graveyard. That is pretty good. So our opponent is starting off with preparation of rites. We then Ash Blossom it. Perfect. Luckily we drew into that one with the use of Kill. He then normal summons his Diviner and then sending, I forgot what he sent here, but we don't want Diviner on the field first and foremost, so we tribute our Trouble Sunny, and then Swell summon our Kill and Lilith. But he threw his Arc Light from the extra deck to search for a ritual card. That's basically it. So popping the Diviner and drawing into Call by the Grave. So we're going up against Drytron though. Drytron. So there was a card that was added to his hand, so the effect of Kill was activated. Frost was activated, so that lets us draw one more card. He then used his Meteonis Drytron to spell summon Ultimateness to the field, which was not the best choice for him. Well, I think that's the only choice for him because, you know, there's no other cards he has on his hand. So he tried to destroy my Kill, which of course, Lila just allows me to spell summon it back to the field again. And that's end of his turn. So one thing to take note about Drytron or the Herald of Ultimateness is that this monster is really a nuisance, or is really a problem if there are a lot of fairy monsters on his hand. Problem with him now is he doesn't have a lot of monsters on his field and none on his hand. So that's perfectly good. We can do all our combos peacefully. So we banish our Trouble Sunny and then send our Evil Twins Kill and Lila from the deck to the graveyard to send Ultimateness to the graveyard. And then we move towards Trouble Sunny, attacking for 300, 3800 all in all. Activating Trouble Sunny's effect, spell summoning the twins again. Additional 2200. There we go. And on main phase 2, we go for Trouble Sunny again, or once more. So that is basically it. If Trouble Sunny and the twins piles up its attack, it goes around 5,500. That's pretty good. And with the additional Kill on the field, we go with 6,000. So he drew into a brick, and we won that game. So here we are, guys, in the third game, and I think we're going up against zombies here. So to start off, we lost the coin toss. That's one thing to take note. But our starter is very good, actually. Or very average. We have Water Enchantress, 1 Live Twin Home, 1 Sunny Snitch, 1 Fateful Avenger, and 1 Dracoback. So it's average. So we start off with Solitaire to the field. Tribute it to spell summon Unizombie. Unizombie will then send to the graveyard Banshee. Banshee will be banished for Zombie World. There we go. Zombie World. Once Zombie World is activated, it's very annoying to turn your graveyard and your monsters on the field to zombies. And then Belladra comes out. So that's basically it. Every time your monster will activate its effect, it will be negated, and I think it will destroy, right? Chain Dooming activates blah blah blah. You're gonna be able to effect, negate the effect. So just negate the effects. That's pretty good. Good thing here is that most of our monsters doesn't need monster effects to actually work around this type of archetype or type of deck. So we banish first and foremost our Water Enchantress and then chain with our Twin Home, sending our Lila from hand to the graveyard. Spell summon our Kill. We got the Right of Armaseer from Water Enchantress. We go with Sunny Snitch, getting our copy of Lila Treat. Spell summon Lila Treat, activate a Fateful Adventure, activate our Right of Armaseer, and then he will activate a set Twin Twisters, destroying my Sunny Snitch and my Fateful Adventure, which is nevertheless useless because I already have Dracoback on hand. Activate Dracoback, sending the Zombie World to his hand. And that is basically it. Just remove Zombie World from the field and you are able to play your combo. So that is that. That is the ace card for the zombie archetypes, guys. Once that is out of the field, Ballerjack doesn't do anything else. So yeah, there we go. We summon our Trouble Sunny to the field, and we move towards battle. So token to Unizombie, Trouble Sunny to Ballerjack, and then direct damage with Wandering Griffin. We tribute then our Trouble Sunny for the twins, attack for additional 2200. And then main phase 2, we go back to Trouble Sunny. So at this point on, it will be a miracle for him, even if he uses his Zombie World. So he uses Pot of Extravagance, which I don't want him to draw additional 2 cards, so we negate that one. Sending our Wandering Griffin Rider back to our deck, thus of course negating the Extravagance. He activates that card just to send it back and then setting it back to the field, and then he uses his Zombie World, which of course doesn't do anything else. Evil Twins come forth. Lila will pop Zombie World, and then we drew from Kill. There we go. Oh, well, that's a good card though. We drew into Infinite Impermanence. Unizombie then sends Banshee from the deck to the graveyard. Banshee will then remove itself, activating Zombie World. And then for some reason, Unizombie attacks my token, which has 2000 attack. I don't know why, but nevertheless. On my turn, I draw into Prosperity, and then he summons his Ballerjack to the field, which, not a problem as well, because we still have the Draco back, sending Zombie World back to his hand. Now we banish our Trouble Sunny, sending his Ballerjack to the graveyard once more, and then we do our damage, ending his turn. So fourth game, guys, here we are, and we have here our Kill, our Little Treat, our Ash Blossom, 1 Kaiju, and 1 Secret Password. So we lost the coin toss, so let's go. And I think we're still going up against zombies, if I'm not mistaken. Or mistaken? Mistaken. Mistaking. So he got a copy of his Banshee and then used his Fusion Destiny for that matter. We Ash Blossom his Fusion Destiny. And I think that ends his turn for that matter. So at this point, so I'll show you one thing in regards to this. Is actually the downside for, well, not basically the downside, but one of the problems for the zombie deck. So first and foremost, we use Secret Password. He then chain with Maxi. Now take note, Maxi, he uses Maxi here to draw a lot of cards. But one thing is, well, I was very confident of, is because he uses zombie monsters, or the zombie deck, which usually takes place in the graveyard. It's okay if it's mostly in his hand, so it's not really a problem for me, unless he has Nibiru or some other shit like that. But so far so good. I got this replay and it was very good, actually, very beneficial for me. So take note how many cards he drew from the point that I spell summon my monsters to my side of the field. So we go for Trouble Sunny and then battle for 300. Now I didn't even summon my Kill and my Lila because I don't want him to add more cards to his hand. Set Imperm, and then with my challenge, he then uses Harpy's Feather Duster for that one. I then use his challenge to spell summon my Kill from the graveyard to my side of the field. And then, yeah, that's it. Destroy my monsters. So that's it. Yeah. So fifth and last game, guys, or last replay, we have here Max C, we have Lila, Live Twin Home, Pot of Prosperity, and Infinite Impermanence. So this is his first turn. There we go. He summoned agents, or we're going up against agents here, guys. So I tried to get cards from Max C, but he has Call by the Grave. Thus, we can't do anything else but use Imperm, because we don't want to let him summon his Shine Balls to the field. It's either he gets bricked from drawing into a Shine Ball, or we get cards from his special summoning, which of course doesn't allow us to draw. He set 2 back rows and then end his turn. So that's it. We drew into Draco back. He uses Pot of Prosperity to banish 3 cards from our extra deck. He uses Fallen Sanctuary to set 1 water from the sky, something. We activate Live Twin Home to send our Lila from the hand to the graveyard and then summon our Kizikil. Yeah, the water thingy. Alright, so we actually got good cards from the Prosperity though. So we got Rite of Armasier. Activate our Kizikil. He then droplets my Kizikil, which was perfectly fine because we have Rite of Armasier here. And take note, you just need 1 Live Twin monster to move towards your either Kizikil or Lila. But much better if it's Lila. So that's that. Fatal Adventure is there, and Dracoback is attached. And then we moved into summoning our Evil Twin monster. There we go. Oh yeah, the point of actually just banishing my Water Enchantress is just to thin my deck out by getting the copy of Rite of Armasier. So that's basically it. So we move towards the same combo we have from 4 of the games before or earlier. So that is that, and Trouble Sunny will be on the field. Alright, so Trouble Sunny attack for 3,300. Which, of course, remember, we use our Prosperity, so it's halved. We summon our twins, attack for 550, 550 again. Main phase 2, we go for Trouble Sunny once more. That's it. There we go. And end our turn. So, yeah, we still have Rite of Armasier on our hand, just in case. He set one back row, and I'm pretty sure that is just the Fallen Sanctuary. He then chained with Maxi, which is very useless for me because I'm just gonna end the game on my turn. Just gonna draw 1 card, which is of course pointless. We draw into Kizikil from the effect of Kizikil and pop his back row by the use of Lila. Luckily, we got the Ash Blossom. Perfect. It's a perfect draw actually. So we Spiral Summon our Kizikil Frost, activate our Rite of Armasier. So Fateful Adventure is activated. Get our Wandering Griffin Rider, sending our Ash Blossom to the graveyard, and Spiral Summoning Wandering Griffin Rider. So at this point on, as I've checked or as I played with other duelists in Master Duel, once Wandering Griffin Rider and its token is on the field, if the Griffin is negated by Imperm or any effect failure or whatsoever, they're just gonna use the effect of Wandering Griffin Rider for no apparent reason, thus removing 1 more monster from his field. Why not just take the negate and just block it with 2 monsters in your field rather than having 1? So I don't know with players nowadays, but yeah, that's what I've noticed. So let's continue. Trouble Sunny will just banish this one. Send to the graveyard our Evil Twins. Then tribute our twins on the field to Spiral Summon the Evil Twins. And that is that. 4,400 plus 500, 4,900, which his life points is just 4,750. And we won that game. So that is the replays, guys. Let's move back to the deck profile. So that is it for the deck, guys. Hope you love those kind of replays. And yes, it's mostly people just surrendering to this deck. It was very fun just using this one. Not to mention the pure form for the Evil Twins archetype. It's very fun. If you like this kind of content, please feel free to subscribe. Keep safe, good luck, and have a nice day to you all. Bye-bye.